In the last episode, I was able to get myself a Dana White Contender Series contract. And well, of course, without hesitation, I went ahead and signed it. And now, it was time to find out who my opponent would be, and that would be a Brazilian, by the name of Gustavo Alves. I would have 4 weeks to prepare, and I couldn't waste any time. Nice and early, I was waking up, hopping on my bike, and headed straight down to the Performance Center in order for me to try to get some training in, whether that was with a punching bag or a sparring partner. Well, as I arrive, while I do have a car, gas is expensive. I have to use my bike. I look around, I see all these other future stars with nice cars, especially this one on the left of me. Maybe one day I'll be to that size of money, but for now we focus on the training, as my first ever official match is going to be happening in 4 weeks' time. While I've had one amateur match, besides that, I have no previous experience, so it is straight to the basics for me, trying to make sure my foundation when it comes to boxing, when it comes to Muay Thai, whatever the case may be, my foundation has to be amazing in order for me to become the best. Right now, I am easily molded since I have little to no work done, which does allow me to have an advantage above my opponents, as they're stuck with what they already built. On the other hand, I'm just getting started. After a light bit of training, I finally convinced myself it was time to head out and do something that I have not done in a very long time. I don't have a job, which makes this a little tougher. But nevertheless, if I want to be at the top, sometimes you gotta fake it before you make it. So I am headed to my local bank. Gonna take out some money. Gonna put it into my car. I'm also gonna go ahead and buy myself something nice. Well, I'm gonna be given shorts and boxing gloves by Dana White for this upcoming match. I still want to look presentable if I end up doing any media, which I doubt I will. But just for the future, you gotta fake it before you make it. So I went ahead. I headed down to my home, aka my garage, and I put away my bike once and for all. From now on, even if it's a struggle to pay gas, I'm gonna have to be focusing on only driving my car. I have to be moving forward in life, and that includes my way of transportation. Because while right now I'm at the very bottom, I truly believe that in just a couple of years, I will be at the very top. And all this pain, all this struggle, I will be rewarded for it. So, I finally start driving my car, something that I haven't done in quite some time. I head down to this luxury store, which sells a lot of nice suits, a lot of nice clothing. And I decide that with the little cash that I have, it's time to splash it, buy myself a little suit. Look a little bit more presentable when it comes to these contract signings, if I do any media and whatnot. And as I look, man, these suits are expensive. I'm willing to spend some money, but damn, is this gonna hurt my wallet? And apart from suits, they sell so much more. But hey, I decide with a nice little suit, just under $7,000, which is a lot for me, but I'm looking good now. Like I said, sometimes you gotta fake it before you make it. Enough trying to fake it. We have to get back to work in order to be at peak performance right before this Dana White Contender Series match, and hopefully I can earn a UFC contract. But now we got 3-ish weeks to go. It's all about non-stop grinding. From the punching bag all the way to sparring, and then once again back to the punching bag. Throughout these couple of weeks that I had in order to prepare for this fight, I was going all out, not allowing myself much rest, which may be bad. But as fight night comes, I'm ready. My coach is ready. Let's begin this match. Welcome to Dana White's Contender Series. Tonight we have a spectacular match. Gustavo Alves up against Mike Stringer. Both men looking for that UFC contract. Who's going to come out on top? Will any of these two earn their UFC contract? We'll have to find out, as Stringer nice and early with a nice kick and another. Stringer, I recently started hearing about him as one of his clips went viral. Apparently his first ever amateur match, and he had a huge knockout, which gave him the opportunity to not only train at the UFC Performance Center, but also tonight's fight in Dana White's Contender Series and potentially earn himself a spot in the UFC. On the other hand, Alves has been terrorizing and dominating over in Brazil in some of his local MMA leagues. And eventually a couple videos seemed like Stringer went viral online. Dana White decided, hey, let's give this man a shot. We'll have to see if Alves can live up to his expectations, or will the new youngin Stringer, who apparently this is his first professional fight, be able to come out on top as we have 3 minutes left of this round. A big kick from both men. However, I do think Alves was able to get the bigger of that. Maybe not for long, as now Stringer back at it. Lots of kicks from Stringer and Alves back and forth. It has been a very calm match so far until the little rounds of kicks back and forth right there as Stringer looking for a big blow to the head of Alves. Little to no defense from Alves, who is now knocked down, and now Stringer may be able to take advantage of this opportunity. Alves doing a very good job of, signing up right there. Good defense, and now, oh my days! Now knocking Stringer down, who quickly gets up, though not allowing Alves to take full advantage of that knockout, and now Stringer dropping him too. Oh my days! Such a 50-50 match. Will any of these guys be able to come out on top and take full advantage of each other's weaknesses? As Stringer gets up, he decides he doesn't want any more ground play. Back to the top, big kick onto Alves. Now some big punches, both men not wanting to give up. While it has been a good show when it comes to the attack, the defense on both men has been, well, excuse my language, but absolutely hideous. Little to no defense. The most we saw was Alves on that ground control. A little block right there from Stringer. Not bad, proving me wrong real quick. Hopefully he can keep that up and not get knocked out. Hopefully we can see the same from Alves. Maybe not, as once again Stringer is able to drop him, but he may be saved by the bell. And there it is. Alves saved by the bell. Maybe Stringer could have knocked him out right there. Some big blows from both fighters. Lots of blood, only the first round. And well, since we're moving on to the second round, the chances for these two guys to earn a UFC contract has just gone down. If you want an instant contract, then you got a KO in the first round. Obviously, if you impress Dana White enough, you can still earn it. But as the rounds move on, the percentage of potentially getting that contract gets slimmer and slimmer. However, Stringer wasn't able to finish it up in the first round, but now may be able to do so in the second, dropping Alves once again. Stringer showing his strength, as once again he does not want to be on the ground. I mean, Stringer, if he knows his weaknesses, smart for the man to stay away from the ground if that's not what he likes. Just know, once you get to the UFC, there are crazy Russians who are willing to take you down in less than 5 seconds, and oh my days! What a huge right hook! And what a knockout from Stringer! Will he earn a UFC contract after that knockout? I say yes, a huge right hook puts Alves to sleep. And oh my days, what a fantastic first professional match for Stringer. Victory on his debut. As the match came to an end, I had won. I was in the locker room, eyes closed, heart beating. Would I get the UFC contract? No. Unfortunately, it was only a WFA, which is still really good, and I was going to go ahead and sign it. But of course, I wanted UFC. And rather than seeing this as something bad, though, I saw this as an opportunity to grow so that when I got to the UFC, I was ready to conquer.